day. It's a pleasure to have you here once again. More than a month after dozens of school children and their teachers were adopted in Oriire local government area of Oyo State, anxious family may finally have a reason to hold on to hope. As public frustration continues to grow and protests spread across the parts of Oyo State, senior police authorities have assured Nigerians that efforts to secure the release of the victims are reaching a critical stage.
National security. Abduction of school children in Oyo State remains an active operation. I wish to assure that their families and Nigerians that the full operational capacity of the force, in coordination with sister agencies, has committed to securing their return safely. We are making progress and will not rest until all the hostages are brought home safely.
The reassurance comes at a time when many parents, relatives, and concerned citizens have begun openly questioning whether enough is being done to bring the captives home safely. The abduction of the pupils and teachers shocked the nation and immediately reignited concern about the worsening security situation facing schools and rural communities across Nigeria. For weeks, families have lived with uncertainty, waking up every morning without knowing whether their loved ones are safe, whether they have access to food, or whether they will ever return home. Every passing day has intensified the emotional burden on parents who continue to wait for positive news while hoping that the children and teachers in captivity remain unharmed. Against this backdrop, the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of the Southwest Zone, Adegoke Fayode, has attempted to reassure both the families and the wider public. Speaking during an operational visit to Lagos, the DIG stated that all relevant security agencies and government institutions are actively working towards securing the release of the adoptees. According to him, considerable efforts are being made behind the scenes, and he expressed confidence that victims will regain their freedom in the shortest possible time. His comments are likely to be welcomed by families desperate for any indication that progress is being made. However, the reassurance from the police comes amid growing public anger and impatience. In Ibadan, hundreds of demonstrators recently took to the streets, blocking major roads and bringing commercial activities to a standstill as they demand urgent actions from authorities. The protesters carried placards bearing messages calling for end of kidnappings and demanding the immediate rescue of the adopted school children and teachers. Their demonstration reflected a sentiment increasingly shared by many Nigerians. Sympathy and promises alone are no longer enough. Citizens want results. The protest also highlighted the broader impact that insecurity is having on our everyday life. Many residents expressed concern that kidnapping has evolved from an occasional security challenge into a persistent threat affecting communities, schools, farmers, traders, and travelers. For parents in particular, the idea that children can be taken from educational institutions and remain in captivity for weeks represents a frightening reality. Schools are supposed to be places of learning and safety, yet incidents like the Oriire adoption has raised difficult questions about whether enough protection exists for students and teachers in vulnerable communities. One of the most emotional moments during the protest reportedly occurred when Muslim participants paused to observe afternoon prayers on the road, asking for divine intervention and the safe return of the captives. The image of concerned citizens praying publicly for adopted children captured the anxiety and helplessness many people feel. It also underscored the human dimension of the crisis. Behind every statistics are real families, real children, and real teachers whose lives have been disrupted by criminal activities. While discussing the ongoing rescue efforts, the DIG emphasized that security agencies remain focused on bringing the victims home, rather than engaging in discussions surrounding ransom demands. His remarks suggest that authorities are pursuing strategies designed to secure the release of the captives through coordinated security operations and intelligence gathering. Although specific operational details were not disclosed, the assurance indicates that multiple agencies are involved in efforts to resolve the situation. Beyond the immediate kidnapping case, the police also used the occasion to outline broader plans aimed at strengthening security throughout the Southwest region. Among the announcements was the ongoing recruitment of 40,000 additional police personnel. Authorities believe that the recruitment drive will help address manpower challenges and improve the capacity of the force to respond to emerging threats. The initiative formed part of a wider strategy focused on improving police effectiveness, welfare, logistics, intelligence gathering, and community engagement. Technology also featured prominently in discussion about future security strategies. Senior police officials highlighted plans to increase the use of intelligence-led policing, advanced data systems, and artificial intelligence in criminal investigations. According to the police, a central data facility is being developed to improve intelligence sharing among security agencies. Officials believe that modern technology can play a significant role in preventing crimes, tracking suspects, and responding more effectively to security threats before they escalate. The Oriire adoption remains one of the most closely watched security incidents in the Southwest. Families continue to wait, communities continue to pray, and the citizens continue to demand answers. While the latest assurance from the police authorities offers hope, many Nigerians will ultimately judge the success of these efforts, not by statements, but by outcome. The safe return of the children and teachers remain the goal that everyone is waiting to see achieved. Until that happens, the pressure on security agencies will remain intense. Parents will continue to count the days, communities continue to raise their voices, and the nation will continue to hope that the next update will not be simply another promise, but long-awaited news that every adopted child and teacher has finally returned home safely. I'm Chimezirim Okoro. Thanks for watching.